guys, I'm back with a new video. Here we got a second game. I just did practice. I didn't play that much last game, so hoping to do some more. Only got 18 points. Let's do this. Hold on, how much money do I have? Can I buy anything else? No. Okay, we're gonna play Atlanta. This is gonna be tough. Let's do it though.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. We're glad to have you with us on 2K Sports. Tonight's broadcast will feature the Miami Heat as they go up against the Atlanta Hawks at Phillips Arena. Well, for Atlanta, they know this is not your throwaway game, a team they defeated in the second round of last year's playoffs. They'd better be ready. And guys, we'll get to see Freak play in this one. He was one of the bigger names in college, jumped to the NBA after 1 year. Shaq, you left early as well. How hard of a decision was it to leave school?
Well, it's never an easy decision. Each person has different reasons why they want to leave. Financial responsibilities, just getting tired. In my case, the Hack and Shack was created. I was getting beat up too much, and I heard my main man Dick Vitale say if Shaq leaves, he'll be the #1 pick. So I didn't want to go back, get hurt, and possibly drop.
Yeah, because you could have been #2 if you stayed in here, I'll tell you. But, you know, this guy Freak, because if you would have played in that era with Freak, I don't know, Shaq. This guy, you know, he left school early, but he is something unique, different. But I thought bringing his skills to the NBA was big because that helps refine your game a little bit. He's ready. This guy was ready, Shaq.
I have an announcement. You know why he plays so well?
Why?
I'm his father.
Dun, 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 dun.
Love you, son. Congratulations.
That's one of the warmest and fuzziest stories I've heard all season long.
Way to keep up with him his whole life.
I've been working.
Let's go to Kevin Harlan. They're ready for the tip. I've been working.
It's gonna be such a tough game.
It's Friday night, and live on 2K Sports, we're going to bring you the NBA and all its excitement. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan, and Doris Burks on the sideline as well. And a one-game homestand for Atlanta as the Hawks will try to recharge their batteries on their home court. This, of course, their first chance to play Miami this season. They were in a completely new group on the floor. The Heat also changing it up. Stoudemire comes in for Hassan Whiteside. And Walker subbed in for Goran Dragic. On the floor for Miami, Wade and Gang are the 2 and 3. Stoudemire out there with Chris Bosh. And it's Walker in at the point guard. Second shot opportunity. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's on Chris Bosh.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Winslow's checked in for the Heat. Here's the 2K leaderboard with last season's best free throw shooting teams. In the third spot, the Hawks.
Collectively, I mean, they had an amazing year at the free throw line. Sometimes free throw shooting can be contagious, and it seemed like everyone on their team had the hot hand.
And Walker kicks to Wade. Back to Walker. The shot misses. Good D by Hardaway. The Hawks trailing. Teague drives in. That evens the score. Teague's got his first 2 points of the night. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Walker dishes to Wade. Back to Walker. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Oh.
A moment now to see the stats for Wade. Last season, he played outstanding. 11th in assists, 16th in steals, and amongst the league's top-tier scorers, top 20 in points per game.
He was a consummate playmaker last season, too. Completely unselfish, always has his head up, looking for the open guy.
The Heat making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. The Hawks have gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. Teague drives in. Good.
His shooting percentage is really solid so far, fellas. Good start to this game for him.
The Heat have gone 8 of 12 on field goal attempts so far. Here's Johnson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. And the Heat lead by 2.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Teague, the pass to Scott. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
Yeah, he almost got that one down. I mean, those are the kind of aggressive plays coaches love to see.
Richardson, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And the second free throw, good. Look at the last game for the Atlanta Hawks. It was a win against New York.
And believe it or not, it wasn't the stars that led the charge for them in that win. It was about the role players. I mean, the guys who they don't usually count on for the lion's share of their points came through.
Guys, simply a complete team performance, and road wins where everybody contributes really can galvanize a team and bring it together.
And the shot is good from Johnson.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Outside Hardaway. Back to Scott. The feed to Humphries. Hawks passing it around. Teague drives in. Bazemore for 3. And he gets it to go. Bazemore's got the game tied up here for the Hawks.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
And Walker kicks to Winslow. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's on Jeff Teague. For Miami, they have hit half their free throws in this one, going 3 of 6 so far.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Yeah, they had the kind of success from the line that would make any coach breathe a sigh of relief, guys.
Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Atlanta. Hardaway kicks it over to Schroeder. Another shot. Walker with some nice D.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
Oh, it always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass. Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Schroeder with the ball. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Miami leading by 4. Guys, a potent offense right now.
Yeah, Kevin, really the offense is flowing quite nicely right now.
You know what, guys, and they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Stay down.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Miami.
A lot of success from mid-range so far for them, guys. If nothing else works, they can always fall back on the jump shot.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
And Walker kicks to Winslow. Back to Walker. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, a lot of whistles here early, as well as foul trouble starting to be an issue.
Yeah, that's a big reason they're trailing. You can't allow a parade to the free throw line and expect to be on top in the game.
He doesn't get the second one. The Hawks trail by 3. Here's Bazemore. 14 points from him the last game against New York. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession.
I tell you what, he clearly had a brain freeze on that one. You might just as well keep going straight to the bench.
1:43 left to play here in the first. Johnson dishes to Walker. Rebounded by the Hawks.
And already we've got a very lopsided edge on the board for them.
Yeah, +5. As you mentioned, that didn't take very long, did it?
And he gets the bucket.
A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
Miami's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Beyond the arc. That's good. Walker's got 8.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the 3, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
Shooter kicks to Hardaway. Jacks up a 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
That's 2 straight quick 3-pointers they've allowed.
Defense just not reacting with enough aggressiveness.
Outside, Walker. From past the arc. And again, Miami with the triple.
And you know, he's going to continue to bury those if that's how they're going to D him up.
Here's Bazemore. He's got 6. Pass to Schroeder. Stolen by Walker. There's 25 seconds left to play in the first quarter. The Hawks trail by 3. And here's Schroeder. Drops in the layup for 2.
Well, if you like offense, that's what you're getting here early on.
This has a little bit of playground feel to it, fellas. I mean, forget about defending. Just outscore the...
And now a chance to hear from Chris Bosh about what it meant to him to become an NBA player, the fulfillment of a lifelong dream.
I was obsessed with the NBA as a kid, and just like I would have died to get in that locker room, you know. So I always have a moment just sitting around and, you know, just not taking things for granted and really taking everything in. And, you know, I couldn't have written the script any better.
What a great cut from Chris Bosh. That's the kind of guy you can't help Greg but love for his attitude and ability to be, you know, in touch with that kid. Team's changing it up here. Here's Wade. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. Walker in at point guard. Winslow is out there with Chris Bosh. Then there's Dwayne Wade. And it's Stoudemire in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Humphries with a screen on Wade. Here's Schroeder. It's rebounded by Bosh.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Magic was simply terrific. He had 18 points, and it seemed every trip down he would end up at the line. A lot of free throws for him. If his play in the first game of the season is any indicator to the kind of year he's going to have, all you can say is look out, league. Guys?
Doris, thank you. Well, guys, you know, he made play after play in that game.
You know, let's see if he can keep it going tonight. I say he does. I'll bet he goes off again.
That's a pretty bold prediction there. I mean, he's going to have to be very, very strong to even come close to dittoing that performance.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Heat. Richardson comes in for Dwayne Wade. Scott with a screen on Richardson. Hardaway passes to Humphries. He got right to the cup using that screen.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
The Hawks trail by 5. Hardaway with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Hardaway dishes to Humphries.
And look here at the Heat, how they ranked in the NBA last season. First in steals, second in rebounding, and they were in the top 10 in assists. A lot of good passers on this team and guys that are willing to make the extra pass as well.
And I really feel like they fed off their pressure defense. You mentioned all the steals. That got them out in the open court and created easy opportunities offensively.
Outside, Walker. Stoudemire, the screen.
Sticking too much.
Walker in the post. He's guarded by Schroeder.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Humphries with a screen on Richardson. The dish to Hardaway. Shoots from the right block. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. This is his first chance at the line tonight. No good on that one.
Tim Hardaway Jr. 2 shots.
And he's good on the second. The Heat leading by 3. Outside, Walker. He kicks it to Winslow. The shot's good on the assist by Walker.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball, in rhythm.
Now here's Schroeder. He's guarded closely. And it's good from the elbow. Schroeder's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
And it's Walker penetrating. Nice D from Scott.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
And the foul on Kent Bazemore. That is his first foul of the game.
They're over the limit. That's his first personal foul.
Miami's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Outside, Walker. 13 feet away. Here's Stoudemire, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
And Kevin, plays like that are really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their whole bench jumping. Clark, look at them. They are really into it.
Yeah, they sure are. And that's a little salt in the wound there. I mean, they take a miss and turn it into one of the plays of the game. That hurts.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively. Oh, boy, I tell you what, they don't get much uglier than the quarter he's having.
Yeah, and it's not showing any signs, Greg, of turning around here soon. I mean, his touch is basically gone AWOL.
Love the assist. I mean, he knew exactly where that bounce pass had to be to create that opportunity.
And it's Walker penetrating. He dishes it to Johnson. Back to Walker. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson. 15 points for Freak.
Now, I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Wasted no time on that one.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
And trailing in this game now is not the time to start playing conservatively. I mean, if you've got an open look from deep, let it go. I mean, you've got to play freely and with confidence.
Kicks it to Scott. There's a good screen. Bazemore passes to Hardaway. Scott with a screen on Richardson. Hardaway kicks to Scott. Unloads from 13. Walker with the rebound.
And even though he missed that, you have to take those shots when you get the opportunity.
Exactly. They don't come much better or easier than that.
Stoudemire left side. Back to Walker. There's the pass to Stoudemire. And it's blocked by Scott. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. .104 left to play in the first half. The Hawks trail by 6. Now here's Schroeder. He has 6. Down low, Humphries. And that one's good. Humphries has got 5 points now in the quarter. 50 seconds left in the first half. Walker goes in. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Some fantastic numbers here for Walker. He has 18 points, and he's drained 3 three-point bombs so far.
Don't stop. Don't hesitate. Keep firing from out there when the shot's falling like this. And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free. And they've done exactly that, made them pay.
And he can't get the first one.
At the line for the Hawks.
He hits the second from the line. 40 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Johnson dishes to Walker. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson. Walker's got the lead up to 7 now for the Heat.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Here's Schroeder. The shot no good. Walker with some nice D.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
It's stolen by Schroeder. Here's the break. Second chance shot, and it's good. But hold on, the officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And they're making sure on this one, even though it may not matter in the grand scheme, but the replay process is faster than ever. You know, why not?
Yeah, the replay center.
Okay, guys, let's focus and get down to business. Now, here's a few things I took away from the first half. We got a spectacular boost from the guys coming off the bench, and that's huge because it should leave us with nothing but fresh legs as we get deep into this game. On a good note, our passing has been very smooth. You've set each other up with some really nice assists. That's strong team basketball.
And now, your Atlanta Hawks.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no... Atlanta making some changes. Kent Bazemore's checked in for Cephalosha. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Kyle Korver. And then for Miami, Winslow's checked in for Whiteside. And Walker subbed in for Goran Dragic. Millsap at power forward with Horford at the center. Hardaway is out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Bazemore at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
They got to keep fighting their way to the line, guys. This half, it's been nothing but success for them there.
Yeah, taking full advantage from the charity stripe. They've yet to miss here in the second.
Passes to Schroeder. Millsap a screen on Walker. Stolen by Winslow. Outside, Walker. Feeds to Bosch. Back to Walker. 13 feet away. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Walker's got 25 points in the game. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Heat?
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
They have, but you also can't overlook how well they've defended the rim. As they've challenged every shot, also gotten quite a few blocks as well.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Pass to Dang. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Schroeder. Schroeder's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And it's blocked by Dang. And here comes Walker, leading the fast break. And the powerful one-handed slam.
That's a terrific sequence at both ends of the floor. They block the shot and recover it for the fast break finish.
Outside Hardaway. Right side Millsap. It's hauled in by Luol Deng.
Not the best shot right there with a good defender draped all over you.
I agree with you. I mean, not the shot they were hoping for, but he can really cause problems with his defense.
Walker, blanketed by the D, fights to the rim for the layup. Walker's got 7 points here in this quarter.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Okay, time now for an injury report.
He told me that it doesn't look too serious. A discouraging development for this team so early in the season. We'll see what kind of impact it has on them in the long term, guys.
All right, Doris, we will, of course, keep everyone updated as we find out more.
And you know what? He could have a long road ahead in terms of getting back on the court. But one thing we all know, he's never been shy of hard work.
No, he's not. I mean, he'll be doing everything he can to make it back as soon as possible.
Got a piece of it. Stolen by Wade. Deng kicks to Walker. They set the pick. Winslow wide open. He fires. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got 3 assists tonight. So it's the Hawks now. They trail by 16.
Hawks call timeout. And now, your Atlanta Hawks cheerleaders.
Catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Hi, guys. I had a chance to find out what Mike Budenholzer was discussing with his guys. He told the team he wanted their offense to run through Millsap. When Coach addressed the guys in the huddle, his message was clear. Quote, he's who we want getting the bulk of the touches. He is who we want making our decisions. Well, they need to make something happen before the start of the fourth quarter, and maybe those changes will do the trick, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. The Heat leading by 13. Outside, Walker. He feeds it to Johnson. Takes the 13-footer. Again, the Heat good for 2. Now Schroeder, 12 points for him. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
So far, going for more of an inside game here in this second half, and I like that. A little smash mouth basketball, taking it inside. Move the ball.
Walker with it. He's got 29 points. Dishes to Johnson. He's looking for Richardson and finds him. Shot clock at 6. Here's Walker. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Walker's got 9 points now in the quarter.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
It's stolen by Schroeder. 1:32 left in the third. Out to Hardaway. Launches it. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Outside, Walker. Millsap with the double team. Here's Johnson. Here's Stoudemire, and he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
Shot's good. He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Chris Humphries has checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Free throw, no good for Stoudemire. Well, it was Miami winning their last game against the Magic.
Their percentage from long range in that game was off the charts. It seemed like anytime the fans got a little hostile, they just started to take it up a notch from beyond.
The bombs were really falling, weren't they? I mean, great shooting, especially when you consider it was on the road.
To the inside. Winslow, the pass to Stoudemire. Walker dishes to Richardson. Johnson kicks to Winslow. Heat moving the ball around. Walker with a clean look. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Now here's Schroeder, guarded by Walker. The lead now in single digits. Humphries has got his 3rd basket of the night.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Inside, it's deflected. Here's Johnson the screen. Millsap with the double team. A shot by Johnson, no good.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? Heat lead by 9. And 4th quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The 4th quarter of play should begin momentarily. Millsap's checked in for the Hawks. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Kyle Korver. The Heat leading by 17.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Miami.
The blocking really turned things into their favor this time.
Well, Kevin, timing and anticipation, they got the blocks, and that definitely changed the momentum in this one.
And so with this, they'll end up with their 2nd win on the year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And it will be a fight, Greg. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added meaning for the players.
And so many key players that you could point to tonight, but in particular, a great game for Dragons. You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. Walker, he's in at point guard. Johnson is out there with Stoudemire. Then it's Winslow, and it's Richardson in at the shooting guard position. Walker the pass to Stoudemire to the middle. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
The first one falls.
At the line for the Hawks.
He's perfect from the line this time. Here's Schroeder. There's the feed to Horford. Hardaway against Richardson. To the inside. Here's Humphries. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. First one falls for him.
Chris Humphries.
Humphries hits them both. Miami controlling the game. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Walker dishes to Johnson. Pulls up from the corner. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
That's his 2nd personal foul. Teams in the middle. Shooting for Atlanta. Freak. At the line for 2.
And that one falls for Walker. And so Walker nails both of them. "19 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Picked by Humphries.
Yeah, that's a bad move there. Stops the clock and puts the other side on the line.
Yeah, inexcusable. I mean, he's got to know not to take any chances there. That's just a terrible foul.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's Walker. And that one's good. Walker's got 35 in the game.
Well, guys, they came in here and really took charge from the opening tip. This is such a tough thing to do for a visiting team. This contest was played on their terms.
And, you know, that's not the way it usually works in the NBA. It's going to be a great win, and you know it's going to be a happy plane ride out of here, for sure.
And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
These guys.